welcome to the Smudge Room. I'm Jamie, and this will be a general read, excuse me, for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Actually, well, I'll get to that later. Yeah, we're working with the Osho Zen Tarot and the Wild Unknown Tarot. Let's start with the recent past for Virgo. Ooh, we've got guilt. Okay. All right. Well, as you can see, this is not the greatest card that could come up. It's like the Eight of Swords, which is a woman who's bound and blindfolded, and swords are around her. But swords represent mental energy. With this picture, if you can see, it's got like ghost hands tearing at her mind. It's telling us that guilt, now, I'll explain. Guilt is a wasted emotion. And what I mean by that, I'm not saying that if you do something wrong, you shouldn't feel bad, or you definitely should apologize for something if it's making you feel guilty. But, you know, you can't control how other people are going to react. You know, we can't tiptoe around people all of our lives, and we're going to do things that make people feel guilty, hopefully not intentionally. If you're hurting people intentionally, then you're just kind of an asshole. But I don't feel like that's the case here. I feel like you're tearing yourself up over something that is kind of out of your hands. Let's find out more about the thing that's making you feel guilty. Okay, Eight of Wands. Let me pull another card and then we'll talk about that. 2 8s, just for the record. Whoa. Okay, we've got the Moon in reverse and the 8 of Wands in reverse. Okay, the Moon in reverse is about secrets, deception. So there's something's up. Either you're keeping a secret from someone. Well, and that's what the 8 of Wands in reverse makes me think. It's in the upright, it's about fast news and change. This makes me feel like you're sitting still with something or sitting on something, and it's just tearing you up. Okay, so recent past, that's what's going on. Now let's find out about, well, I want more info on this, so I'll pull from here and then we'll move on. Sorrow. Oh my God, what the hell is going on? Okay, so yeah, this is profound sadness. Yeah, something is tearing you up, but I mean, it's going to be a different thing for each of you, and let's find out about the reaction. I'm sorry, I'm just having a hard time wording my question. The other party involved, let's see where they're at. What's their energy like currently? Okay, isolation. So they have probably cut you off. They're can you see that? Here. Well, there we go. Sorta, kinda. Okay, basically it's a dude crying like icicles. This is not, well, isolation's never really good, but like the Hermit card, you know, he's in seclusion to become enlightened. He's got a purpose for doing so. This is straight up like cut yourself off from everything. So they're hurting too. Okay, let's get more info. Okay, we have the two, wait, nope, sorry, my bad. Five of Swords in reverse. Well, in the upright, this is a card that's about conflict, bullying. This is them wanting to resolve. Now, I don't know the details here, of course, but I know that, I don't know if you're ready for that. Let's find out more about where they're at. Okay, we've got the Death card in reverse. So in the upright, this is about releasing something, letting it go. It's about something coming to an end and letting go of it. They don't want to let go. They are clinging to things not changing. They want things to go back to the way they were. Let's pull one more for their energy from here. Laziness. Okay, so they want things to go back to the way they were, but they don't want to do anything about it. Like, they're not willing to make any kind of a change to better the situation. Okay, well, let's see. Where are you at mutually with all this, whatever's going on? Whoa. Turning in. Okay, here's a big difference between isolation, going off, shutting yourself off. Turning in is more like looking within for the answers and not really being interested in what, other people have to say. Which, that's we have the answers. We have the answers to the things we want to know within. I'm not saying it's not okay to ask for advice and, that kind of stuff, but you're just, right now, I feel like you know what you have to do here, and they're not taking action, and therefore you have to. You have to be the one. Like, it's, the ball's in your court, you're the boss here, and it's up to you. I don't think you want that responsibility, but you've got it. Okay, we have the Six of Cups in reverse. This is about not having a whole lot of fond memories. Okay. You're not really focused on the good things about whatever this relationship was. I feel like they're kind of clinging to the past a little bit, and you're sick of things being this way. Let's pull some more. Whoa, everything. Okay. Try that again. Okay, we have the Daughter of Cups. I think this means that they are trying to make a peace offering. Still, I really kind of don't feel like you're interested. We've got the Moon. Introspective, like, this is internal, this is emotion, this is reflection. I want to know a little bit more about what their agenda is. So I'm going to pull a card for that. Okay, they've got traveling. And experiencing. Okay. So this could mean just exactly that. This could mean that it could mean exactly that. They've got a lot to learn. Okay, I see this as their journey that is very, very much separate from yours. I feel like this union, whoever this is for you, I feel like there has to be a split because there will be no growth, no nothing. And I don't think that they're like able to see it. I think that they can only see it as like, this is the end all be all. We have to stay where we are. They don't want to change. But in cutting ties, they will be forced to. So I think we just kind of covered advice there. Let's see if there's more advice. Letting go. Yeah. It's time to, I don't know if this is romantic. I don't know. It's time to let go. Letting go. Let's pull some more from here for advice. And you don't want this either. That's not what you want. But something's got to give. Something's got to give. I really feel that pretty strongly. Okay, we have the Tower in reverse. So something big and bad happened. I feel like this is in the past. Or I feel like, okay, this is probably more accurate. I feel like if you two don't go your separate ways, it will be a tower moment. Right now it's in reverse, so you're dodging that tower moment. If that tower moment has happened, I feel like it could happen again or something equally as bad. The tower is a man-made structure that, well, it's not a man-made structure in this deck. It's a tree, but a man-made structure that crumbles. And the reason it crumbles, it's struck by lightning and crumbles because it never had a solid foundation to begin with. So this is rocky. This is unhealthy. And yeah, something's got to give. That's all I can that's all I can say. And yeah, this makes you feel guilty and you feel sorrow. But I think that in the long run, this is really, really for the greater good for both involved. I really believe that. Okay, let's see if there's anything else with these cards to address. Postponement. Okay, yeah, I feel like they're going to try to stretch out this, make it delay. I don't think that they can do, I don't think you can allow that. I think that if they do that, they might end up changing your mind. And then tower moment. Got the Hermit. Yeah, this is the healthy way to look inward. This is also the Virgo card. So, don't take my word for it. Take some time. Meditate on this. Really, really think about what's at stake. Make a pros and cons list if you have to. But I think you're doing them a disservice if you continue to do things the way that you've been doing them. Okay, I'm gonna do a fairy oracle, but I also really want to do a Dreams of Gaia. I haven't had this deck long, and I had not played with it much, so I'm gonna have to read, or at least give you the cliff notes on what card comes up. But I'm gonna get there eventually. Okay, we have the 7 of Air. So let's look that up. I think that's about lessons, actually. Not sure. Okay. Come on. 8, 7. Okay, this is about spirituality, religion, politics, personal dogma, atheism, fundamentalism. It's not what we believe, but how we believe. I'm just going to read you some little just blurbs, okay? It's about lifting others up. It's about what does what you believe make you kinder? Are you willing to lose another for your beliefs? There are many ways, not just your way. Educate, don't indoctrinate. Indoctrinate. I can't say that right now. Speak a kind approach and moderate fundamentalist beliefs. I don't know if that applies to any of you, but that's the card that came up. So maybe, hopefully it does for one of you. Now the fairies, my favorites. Okay, we've got Lace of the Shadows. Now it's really possible that the big problem here, Lace is about addiction. It's about coming out of something. You could be dealing with somebody who's struggling with drugs or alcohol for sure, or you yourself. That's weird. Card was in the 7 or the 6 of Pentacles was in the deck, which is about, in this book, which is about giving and receiving. Just saying, that's what it's about. 44 is the number of Lace of the Shadows. And I can't use my brain today. Okay. It's kind of a sad card, but it's about healing the shadows, addictions, bondage, and self-esteem. Lace works hard. She has a tough job to do, and she puts a great deal of love into it. She prowls the night streets looking for those in need of her help and finds far too many of them. Lace is the patron fairy of social workers, therapists, healers, all who try to help alcoholics and drug addicts and other souls caught in the darkness of their own inner shadows, or who are abused by those who should have protected them. However, she doesn't sit in an office somewhere. She's out there in the dark, the dangerous streets, lending a hand here, soothing an anguished brow there, whispering comfort and encouragement into a lonely ear, and bringing a touch of hopeful rainbow lights into the deepest shadows, including those in darkened human hearts. Like the loam, much of her work flows through the hearts and then the hands and the words of humans who make themselves available for such work. She inspires souls to connect with one another in a healing way. Her specialty is to help for the hopeless, for the ones that most everyone else, including themselves, has given up on. The street people. I always hated that expression, but okay. The lost children of our society, those who have fallen through the cracks and rips in our feeble society safety nets. Like the loam, she often works through human hands and may call upon you for help in her work. Out of curiosity, I asked Lace why she chose to have, sorry, I'm blind as a bat, have her card in this particular group of fairies instead of the one before, where I might have expected her her to be more at home. She shrugged, gave me a cheeky grin, and said, "These guys know where to find the best nectar and fruits." Even though she has wings, our Lace is very down to earth and practical. Okay, so this is about kind of helping someone to get through something really hard. And in this case, I feel like this is maybe you just giving the push in the right direction so that they can get themselves the help they need. And if it's not, it doesn't have to mean drug and addiction, but they got the laziness card. That could just mean that they're stagnant. They're stuck. They're stuck in something. So yeah, I think that's what this came out for today. So, well, that's all I got, guys. Sorry you're going through a tough time. Try not to beat yourself up too much. Remember the guilt is kind of, unless you're doing it on purpose, and I don't think you are, it's kind of a wasted emotion. So, all right. Well, I will see you guys next time. Take care. Bye.